Hey, what is going on, everybody? This is Billy AZ Prospector. Getting ready to do another coin submission, and this is a coin send-off video. So we're going to go ahead and get started here. I'm going to show you, we're going to get right into this because we got a lot of coins to look at, and I just want to make sure that we're getting everything set up the way we want. So if you recall from a couple videos back, we've got one more roll, this RK Stimpler collection from Boston, Massachusetts. This is a Lincoln Memorial roll, half roll. And then I've got a couple gold coins that are, I recently helped with doing a pretty much a price point for some people, basically just doing an evaluation for some people that had a coin collection and they wanted to see just the valuation of their collection. And I told them that these might be worth sending off just to go ahead and have at least graded for, to be genuine. And at a minimum, it'd be nice to, an heirloom product to go ahead and, pass down. And it'd be nice, even if they're just genuine graded, just to have in a PCGS holder. So we're going to be sending these off in the submission. Wanted you guys to take a look at those, and maybe you guys can help me take a look and see what you guys think these coins may grade. So here we have a 1912. This is one of my favorite gold pieces. This is a $2.50. And, most of these are typically going to be pretty rough. It's kind of hard to see in the 2x2 here. Obviously, you know what? We got to pop it out anyways, so let's go ahead and get it out of here because we got to put them in a different holder. So let's see what I can do here to kind of get this maybe in a better look here. So bear with me 1 second. What do we think that one's going to grade there? Definitely think it's worthy of an AU, I would assume. Hopefully it's not damaged by any means that it would have to get just a genuine or, something there in the open field there where, here, I'll go ahead and use this tooth here to show you what I'm pointing at here. So this open field area, hopefully nothing in there is going to lower that grade value as like a damaged coin or something like that. So we got that one going off. Let me know what you guys think of that one. As far as a grading valuation, I'm thinking maybe an AU on that one. This one, I'm hoping it gets a little bit higher of a grade. So here we have a US gold coin, $5. Notice here in the open field marks, you got a pretty significant damage point right there on the neck. Has been hit pretty good. Open field marks there, something going on in the hair there. But overall, outside of that nick on the neck, I would say it's still a pretty nice coin. 1880, $5 gold. So I think that's pretty cool. So let me know what you guys think that guy will grade, and we'll go ahead and get into these other rolls I've got. So here again, we've got the RK Stimpler collection. It's a half roll. This is my very last one of these that I have. And then this is some pieces I got a while back. This was actually got on eBay, and this is listed as OBW wheat pennies. So original bankroll is what OBW stands for. And this one, I think it said the same thing on both of these. I think it said, yeah, manufacturer's Hanover or something like that. So original bankroll wheats. We'll see if they really are. So this one here, again, manufacturer's Hanover Trust Company. And this was out of Brooklyn, New York, it looks like. 50 cents. And no date on that. So that'll be an interesting one. And I think this one, yeah, same thing. So there's no date delineation on the front of these coins. And we're just going to have to figure out, we'll just bust those open and see what we got. And we will send off. So we got 8 vouchers total, guys, when you buy the platinum or the premium line of the PCGS line for the submission for the entire year. They give you 8 free submissions, so I'm going to go ahead and send those 2 off as part of the assessment on that coin collection, and then we'll go ahead and get these guys open and see what we can find. Forgive me for not having any gloves. The white ones I had last time after I went through an entire collection of silver, they got pretty bad. So let's just kind of take a look here. Looks like these things have been around a while. Got a couple nicks on the outside edge, but we're just gonna look for something. That one's really bad right there. You can see that one on the very end right there has been nicked pretty good. So that one's a no bueno. But you know, these coins can bring some pretty good values, guys. If you know, so we got 1971 here, and if we can get a 1971 memorial, that is pretty good. What I typically do on these is I'll go ahead and just get them all lined up, and then I'll go one by one and look at them and basically just do an evaluation, and we'll pick out probably the best 2 or 3 that we feel like stand out better than all the rest of them. So we'll just kind of do that here. We'll get these lined up, and we'll see which ones kind of have some better field markings on them. Some of them, there's some nice toning going on those, so that's always nice. And so I've done a lot of research, and you know, unfortunately I couldn't find anything on RK Stempler. I don't know who that was, so if there's anyone that happens to be watching these videos, came across similar half rolls of RK Stempler collection, please do comment below and let me know what you know about this said individual, about the collection, who they were, why they collected half rolls. So that means I'm almost thinking they probably went through full rolls by themselves, probably pulled out, I would imagine they pulled out the 25 coins that they felt were maybe better grade than everything else, and then stuck them everything else in a half roll. Who knows? All right, so we got these guys lined up, and let's see if we can kind of get over these, and we'll see what we're thinking on these here. So again, we're looking for a nice open field. You can see here, you know, any kind of carbon spot like that, that's something we don't want. Any marks in the open field area, like right in here, that's, you know, something that is not really desirable as far as like what you're looking for in a grade. I'm trying to get stuff, guys, in PCGS in my Lincoln Cent Rules collection that's going to be at least a 66 or higher. So, you know, if you're looking here and you're not seeing anything of a grade that's going to, you know, give you a 66, I'm probably not interested in it. The coins that I have sent off thus far have proved to be a 66, so it's pretty good. So that one actually right there is looking pretty decent in the open field. If I'm not mistaken, that's kind of what they're looking for. They're looking in this open area for anything that draws attention away from the overall obverse of the coin. So I would say that one is probably a maybe, and we'll just kind of do a comparison by comparison here. So that one's got some distracting things going on out there, so won't do that one. And let's take a look at this one. This one is looking okay. There's got something going on just underneath the Y right there, so not really sure what's going on there. Something kind of going on below there, but it'll be something we can kind of compare the next one. That one's good, except look at this big nick right on the top here of his forehead. That's obviously taken away, and then right below his collar there. So that one's got some marks on it. So 2 out of the first row. that guy's looking pretty rough there. Look at this one. Wondering if this was put through a coin machine at some point and kind of got those swirl marks. So that one's looking pretty rough. Same thing with that one. Got some marks going on in the face here in the open field. Definitely don't want anything to do with something like that as far as sending off to try to get graded. This one automatically takes away. You see that big mark right behind the head here. And these marks just happen from being in change as the coins are being, sorted. This one looks okay. We'll put that one aside. As they're being sorted, and they're after they're planchetted, stamped, these things just they can hit each other as they're coming out. So very easy for those to get damaged. I like this one, but already on his face, look at his face right there. Some marks there, some stuff going on down here. Just not really pleasing to the eye here. I don't know what's going on there. Some kind of imperfection mark up on the top of the forehead. That one's pretty rough too. Now notice that. I'm wondering if that is like a die crack. And that particular one looks pretty rough as well. So far we got 3 that I would say are even semi-worthy of trying to get sent off here. This one looks okay. Still got a lot of things going on the shirt. We'll go ahead and set that one aside. And so we've got 4 comparisons here. This one is looking good, except we got a little bit of mark right there on the cheekbone. That's a distracting mark, so probably won't go with that one. That one's got some damage on it. That one's pretty clean, I feel like. Damage on that one. Damage on that one. And our last coin, a little bit distracting. That would have been a nice open field right there. I like how that looks. There's just too much going on all over the rest of them. So, okay, so out of these, we pretty much picked these guys right here that we would say are worthy about looking at here. So let's have a deeper look at those, and we'll pick out which ones we feel are more legitimate here. Okay, we got our coins flipped over here. Let's take a quick close-up here, see what we've got going on the back side. Feeling like I like what that one's doing. You got to be careful as these coins the copper coins start to tone a little bit, though. They might even designate that one as like the redder they get, like that, like a red-brown. So definitely not the color we're going for. But I feel like the backs are looking somewhat good here. Here's number 5. And we'll go ahead and get rid of this one just because of that mark there on the bottom. That one's kind of got some distracting marks on the E pluribus human. We'll go ahead and say from that perspective, we'll get rid of that guy. These ones all seem pretty good. So let's get it narrowed down between these 3, and we will pick one to send off here. So let me get these flipped over here. All right, here we go. And of the 3, let's just see which one. Now that I look at it, this one's probably got a little bit too much distracting going on right in there. So I'm going to go ahead and extract that guy. These 2 seem to be the best, and I'm going to say I'm going to probably have to go with the one that's a little bit more of the maybe that fiery red. Less distracting marks than I would say the one on the right. This one kind of has some weird coloration here, a little bit stuff going around the ear. This one's a nice clean open field. I'm gonna say that one's looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna go with that one. Let me know what you guys think that one's gonna grade. We're gonna hope for at least a 66, and we'll go from there. So we'll see what that one comes back as. All right, let's go ahead and get into these manufacturer's Hanover rolls here. So we'll go ahead and break these open and see what kind of wheat pennies we've got hiding behind these rolls. Always make sure they're empty. All right, we got, looks like a 57D. 57, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to get these guys lined up, and we're going to take a look at them. But it looks like we've got 57D coming out of here. It's going to be a later year for the wheat cents. But they definitely hold a pretty high value if it's a coin that is going to hold a higher grade, 66. So these coins are looking nice and very fiery red, which all of these I would say would definitely bring a designation of RD for a red color. So very, very nice. I don't know anything about this either. I got these coins just for reference. I actually picked these up at the Long Beach Expo probably 3 years ago. And I've been, actually, no, I take that back. So I actually got another bunch of rolls of the memorial from the Long Beach Expo a couple years ago. And I think I said it earlier in the video, I actually picked these up from eBay. So I don't remember the seller ID or anything like that, but I definitely remember I paid a decent amount for these. So we're going to go through all these, and let's start getting into them and see what these ones look like. Okay, guys, so here we are. We're just, we're checking them all out here. So definitely a nice fiery red roll. And we're just going through. We're going to go ahead and start doing process of elimination. So again, anything taken away from, the field, we're going to go ahead and just get rid of those, and we'll just kind of keep going down the line. Anything that doesn't look like too bad in the open field, we'll set it aside for some further consideration. Again, any kind of really noticeable marks like on the head or anything like that, we're automatically going to go ahead and discard. So in these older ones, you're looking for just really distinct characteristics just around the face and the stamp and everything overall like that. You want to make sure it's a nice, clean, any kind of details you can get, the better. Especially in the beard, because the beard tends to blob. So you'll notice even on this, the beard area is just really blob. Not much going on, so we'll just go ahead and pass on some of these here. And then what I do is that once I, kind of narrow this down, it helps me, when they come back. That's kind of like my reference point too. Allows me to take a look at the way everything looks and, what they essentially graded these coins at. And that turns typically into my go-by coins. And I can kind of reference point the rest of those. So I do like that about sending these coins off and kind of doing my own assessment like this. Now this one's kind of interesting. I don't know if you guys picked up on that right away yet, but look at this outer planchetting kind of going on here. It's like this outer ring right there. That's kind of interesting right there. I don't know what's going on there, but that's interesting. If anyone knows kind of what that is, what's going on. Oh, there's also a die crack. Check that out. So in the 5 and the 7, look at that. Can't remember what that's called, but I think it's a die crack, and we'll set that one aside because that's kind of unique. That is a die crack, I believe. Now, why I'm passing on some of these here is just kind of on the shoulder of the jacket and stuff. They're nice looking, but then when you look on that shoulder, it's kind of distracting. It's like it takes away from the coin. Looks like it's pretty rough, like it's rubbed up against other, other coins or something like that. So it kind of, to me, it takes away from the coin. I feel like that one's kind of clean. That's good. All right, instead of moving my camera around, I'm just going to try to get this to where I can kind of bring the coins maybe more into view here for you. And we can kind of take another assessment here. That one, I really like that one. That one looks pretty clean. These ones are definitely looking better on the back side of this roll. Except that one. Spoke too soon. This one too also has the little die crack in the 5. Another one that has it. And I have to check because I can't remember if I've actually sent off 57s in my other videos, so it's gonna have to be something I actually look up to see. Yeah. A lot of field marks on these ones here towards the back of this. And again, that shoulder mark's looking pretty rough too. So a couple more here. Another die crack in the 5. That one's really rough. Okay, so out of all that, we've got narrowed down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that's not bad. We'll line up 50 coins here, and we'll do our best to pull the best one out of it. Now, when you're sitting at home, hopefully you're not seeing something that I don't. And you're sitting there screaming at me for not taking into consideration. Now, color-wise, I'm already picking up on this one in the lower left. I kind of like this color here. This is a nice golden color. The only thing I don't like about it, though, is it kind of does have a distracting mark right on the head, though. So, unfortunately, I might say I may not go with that one because it's on the shoulder. Hopefully you can see what I'm talking about here. So right there on the cheekbone and right there. But the open field overall is pretty good. And I still might go ahead and keep that one to look at. I feel like that one on the bottom left is pretty good too. I feel like that one's a nice stamp. Again, kind of looking on the shoulder, you know, making sure that these shoulders aren't too terribly, you know, messed up. That one does have a mark there, though, right on his nose. Just notice that. See, it does help when you kind of have them all in front of each other to kind of do a comparison, you know, side by side. That one needs to go. These ones are all looking pretty good. We might just go ahead and do a flip. Let's go ahead and flip these, and we'll look on the other side to see if there's anything distinguishingly objective to make us say that this coin is definitely not what we want. That one on the cheek actually has got quite a bit going on. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that one. So we'll narrow down between these 6 here. Okay, we're going to go through this last roll. So go ahead and get this guy opened up and see. Got these guys split open. Looks like we've got a new year, 55D. So we're going to go ahead and get these guys all split out, and then we'll start going through these ones. All right, guys. Well, I got them all unwrapped. I thought they were 55Ds. These are actually 55Ss, so I'm excited about it. However, check this out. As I was getting closer on these 55Ss are a little crude. They are not in the best of shape, so... And you'll start seeing what I'm talking about here as we get a little bit further along. Just kind of a mark against that. Let's see. That one looks okay. You'll see what I'm talking about here as we go through some of these. I'm just going to start setting some of them aside. Yeah, I was quite surprised because I thought for sure that these were D's, and to my surprise, they were S's. Some of them have some interesting toning though, so I got a couple people in mind that really like the tone coins, and then these ones have also been touched a lot too. So see that one, big old carbon spot right there on the ear. So that's definitely something that we're not gonna, definitely not gonna be something I'm gonna send in. Another carbon spot. And let's see here. And they got a lot of discoloration too, so I don't know what was going on inside that roll, but definitely something. There's another example of what I'm talking about. Really crude. A lot of carbon spotting on there, so I don't know if that's just from being back east in Massachusetts or what, but yeah, they're these guys are pretty crude looking. Now I'm pretty confident I've already sent off some 55S's. Like I said, I'm gonna have to go back in there and do some investigating to see if I've already sent some off, because I don't know that I necessarily want to send off any more. See, and then when you do the flip, you can see all those carbon spottings going on these coins. So I don't know what these coins have been through, but definitely something that's altered the color and just the overall condition of these coins. So we've got a few that will stick aside here. So, but yeah, if they've got any of these carbon spots on it, we're just gonna go ahead and discard. So I'd say the other roll is definitely a score. This one is definitely making up for that score. I don't even know if these are worthy of sending off. So that one looks good, and then when I get it picked up though, slant, it just, yeah, that's gonna cause problems later on, especially if it gets put in the holder. So I don't even think that's something I even want to try to mess with sending off. Some of these might just be better off selling as is. Very crude. I mean, it's even to a point where they're so distracting that I don't even think that they would even grade like high enough that that one's a little bit better. That's probably the best one, but I'll say, flipping aside, and you can see those spots. I'm definitely not going for that. So, all right, let me get these moved up real quick, and then we'll look at just a few that I got set aside, and we'll go from there. All right, we'll just kind of take a look over these, see what we're looking at here. I still think that there's a couple of these are a little bit of distracting here, distracting marks. That top left one's looking pretty good. I kind of like the rainbow color that's going on some of those though, as far as the discoloration. Gotta be careful of those too, because I've had a couple coins that I've sent off that they've done questionable color on though too. That one's got some carbon. Outside the carbon though, I say that coin's looking pretty good. It's got a nick on the nose, nick on the head. Nick on the top of the T there. Just all these little things that take away. Well, let's go ahead and do a flip. Seems like this one right here might be our best bet. But overall, like I said, it's looking pretty rough. I'm going to look up and see if I've actually sent these 55S's off real quick, and we'll be right back. Okay, so yeah, I actually have sent a 55S off before. Got a 65. We'll do a quick zoom in of this one so we can do a quick comparison. That open field is looking pretty rough, so I'm thinking that's probably why we got the 65 series that we did. Back looks fine, just like these do. But in the open field, definitely some marks around the face. And I'm thinking that's why. This one does have that die crack on the between the B and the E. So if you're looking right there, you can kind of see what I'm talking about. Big blob of die crack there. But overall, if I'm doing a comparison between this coin and these coins actually, these two actually look, I would say, slightly better than this one. Thinking of taking this guy out. It's kind of got some distractions on that. Yeah, we can try to send one of these other guys in to see what it'll do. I mean, my guess though is it's just going to come back a 65. I don't think these are any to write home about. So I might actually keep those submissions to myself on these ones. I've already sent a 55 off and got a 65 back. So I don't know. You know what? Let's just see if we can do a better grade. How about that? So I don't know, guys. I'm thinking between these two. These ones just have such good color. That one's just got such a distracting mark on the nose. Unfortunately, if that wasn't there, I'd say that'd be a really nice coin. Yeah, it's got a distracting mark on it too. Yeah, I'm going to have to say it was probably going to be this one. Yeah, we'll go with that guy. So, all right. Well, we got our 55S. We've got our 57D, 57D, 71, 71, and our 2 gold pieces. So, guys, let me know what you guys think in the description below, what you think these guys are going to grade. And we'll, of course, have the follow-up unboxing video coming soon. Thanks for spending some time with me, guys. This is Billy AZ Prospector. Hope you enjoyed some coin roll hunting from some original bank rolls and from that Stempler collection, that arcade Stempler collection. So that, again, like I said, is my last roll, and I will be catching you guys soon. Thanks. We'll catch you later. You know what? We got a bonus here. So I got all my 7 coins lined up, ready to be shipped out. I was like, you know what? I've got 8 vouchers. Let's go ahead and send off a Morgan dollar. This one was found a while back. Paid $16 for it. It's got some nice rainbow toning. I think we're going to go ahead and send that one off as well. Just see what we can get back. I'm going to be guessing somewhere probably MS62, MS63 on our 1921 Morgan silver dollars. So really nice toning. Would look good in the case, just like that. Bonus right there. Catch you later, guys.